Switching gears this morning at 8:34, the data center boom is sparking a growing debate here in the DMV. Supporters say these facilities bring jobs, investment, and tax revenue, but opponents are raising concerns about energy use, water consumption, and the impact on neighborhoods. Now, Montgomery County is considering an 18-month pause on new data center development as leaders work on new rules. The full county council is expected to take final action on the moratorium on Tuesday. Joining us now to talk more about this is Montgomery County councilmember Kristin Mink. Thanks so much for being with us. Good morning.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
Let's dig deeper into this recommended 18-month moratorium on new data center construction. What led you to support a pause on data centers at this point?
I mean, we are seeing across the country what a disaster these hyperscale data centers are causing for their communities. It really is something that's breaching the political divide. We are seeing that it's hitting people's utility bills, that it's having impacts on people's sound, their quality of life, and that it's a disaster for the environment. It's impacting water quality. You're seeing taps being turned on and water running brown. We have to make sure that we don't allow that to happen here in Montgomery County, and so it's important that we put a moratorium in effect right now to give us enough time to make sure that we are making sound decisions on behalf of our residents. So my hope is that we're going to see this moratorium pass unanimously on Tuesday.
And what guardrails do you believe need to be in place before any more facilities are approved in the county?
Yeah, from air quality, water quality, sound impacts to making sure that these hyperscale data centers are paying their fair share and that our residents are not bearing the brunt of this in their utility bills, which are already too high. That's going to mean that we need state legislation. It's going to mean that we have plenty of time to consider both with our residents and with experts. And we're not going to move forward with anything until we have those guardrails soundly in place, legislated.
And you touched on utility bills, obviously. I mean, how do you make sure that customers are protected and won't be footing the bill for these utilities?
Yeah, I mean, there's different mechanisms that are on consideration at different levels of government, and that we're seeing across the country here, where making sure that they're bringing their own energy, that they're paying their fair share. And what I'm going to need to see is that in every category, we are confident, we are sure we can go to residents and say we're not letting anything move forward that is unproven.
Montgomery County is just one of several communities across the country considering restrictions on data centers, just several in our area as well. Why do you think this has become such a big issue right now?
Well, unfortunately, there are communities that where they move too fast. Their elected officials move too fast, allowed these things to move forward, and residents are paying the price. And I so appreciate that we have residents here who are responding to that, who have spoken up, who have been very, very clear. This issue we've heard in every district across the county, loud and clear, that they want to make sure that does not happen here. And I think that is what we're seeing really across the region now. We're also seeing this conversation at the federal level, and so I think that there is widespread awareness at this point at the immense risks and dangers of data centers. And, honestly, I would like to see this type of moratorium passed across the country. Nobody should be moving forward. Nobody should be allowing this impact to hit their residents this way. And I'm proud that Montgomery County is going to be doing just that. I'll note that we're also going to pass a ZTA for extra clarity here that is going to define hyperscale data centers, and it's going to effectively ban it across the entire county in every zone. Now, I do have there is an intent to go back and write the proper legislation to ensure that we can then lift that ban, but it will mean that they have to come to us and they have to really affirmatively prove that this is what's going to work, because the default position after this hopefully passes unanimously on Tuesday is going to be that even after the moratorium passes, it is going to be banned in zones across the county until we write new legislation to remove that.
And as you mentioned there, the full council expected to vote on this on Tuesday. Got just about 30 seconds left, but talk about the next step. You say you expect this to pass unanimously. What should your residents be looking for from that point on?
So I just noted that there's going to be this ban in place. through a ZTA. However, I think that it's important that we keep thinking about it as an 18-month moratorium, because we need to make sure that residents stay engaged and keep the pressure up to make sure that any standards that pass that is then going to allow data centers to move forward, that those really do meet very, very high standards. So the community outcry, the public outpouring has been very effective in getting this to move forward. And we need their continued engagement and continued support to make sure that this is done right.
All right, Councilmember Kristin Mink, we appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.